Behind the scenes of today's heated political climate, there is a puppet master that most people are completely unaware of. And no, it's not the billionaire class. It's something much more insidious. It's not China, Russia, or any foreign power. It's something within our own borders. It's an entity that pulls the strings of politicians from both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans alike. So who or what is this mysterious puppet master? What's behind this hidden hand that influences the decisions of our elected officials? The answer may shock you. Religion has become a powerful tool for creating voting blocs. Voters who share common religious beliefs often align themselves with specific political parties or candidates. This phenomenon can be observed throughout history, but its influence on today's political landscape is undeniable. Take a look at the current political divide in the United States. Many voters base their political affiliations on their religious beliefs. This isn't just a recent development. It's been going on for quite some time. But understanding the underlying reasons for this trend is crucial to comprehending the full extent of religion's impact on politics. One of the primary ways religion exerts its influence is through the creation of voting blocs. These are groups of voters who come together based on their shared religious beliefs and values, which often align with specific political parties or candidates. In the United States, for instance, the so-called values voter is a prominent example. These are individuals who consider moral and religious issues to be of paramount importance when making their voting decisions. Historically, these voters have been predominantly affiliated with the Republican Party, giving it a significant advantage in elections. However, it's essential to understand that the relationship between religion and politics isn't a static one. It evolves over time. What might be considered politically relevant in one era might not hold the same weight in another. For example, during the 20th century, the abortion debate played a pivotal role in mobilizing many religious voters. This issue became a lightning rod, galvanizing people around shared concerns about the sanctity of life. Similarly, issues like same-sex marriage and the role of faith-based organizations in social services have also played significant roles in shaping how religious voters engage in the political process. Now, let's look at how this phenomenon manifests itself in today's political landscape. You'll notice a trend where certain politicians actively court the religious vote. They do this by incorporating religious rhetoric and symbolism into their campaigns. This isn't merely a matter of coincidence. It's a deliberate strategy aimed at mobilizing a significant segment of the electorate. Consider the frequent use of phrases like, "God bless you," or "God bless America," in political speeches. At first glance, these might seem like benign expressions of goodwill. But when examined in the context of a political campaign, they take on a different meaning. Such statements serve to cultivate a sense of shared identity and purpose among religious voters, reminding them of the values they hold dear and implicitly suggesting that the politician in question is aligned with those values. Another tactic that politicians employ is the use of religious imagery in their campaigns. This can range from displaying crosses or other religious symbols in campaign materials to using overtly religious metaphors in speeches. For instance, a candidate might frame their campaign as a battle between good and evil, or a war against sin. While such rhetoric might appear emotionally charged and appealing, it also serves a strategic purpose. By appealing to a sense of divine purpose, politicians can inspire strong emotions among their supporters, which translates into a more motivated and engaged base. But the influence of religion on politics doesn't end with just symbolic gestures. Politicians often make tangible policy commitments to appease religious voters. This can include promises to support school prayer, oppose abortion, or promote faith-based initiatives. These policy proposals aren't just included in their campaigns. They're often cornerstones of their platforms. When elected, These politicians are then held accountable by their religious constituents, who expect them to uphold these promises once in office. This dynamic creates a powerful incentive for politicians to cater to the demands of religious voters. But why do politicians resort to appealing to religion in the first place? One compelling explanation lies in the electoral benefits. As mentioned earlier, religious voters often form solid voting blocs, making them highly sought-after demographics for politicians. Appealing to religion isn't just about gaining the votes of church-going individuals. It's about mobilizing an entire community. A politician who successfully taps into this demographic can secure a significant portion of the electorate, greatly increasing their chances of winning an election. However, the reasons for politicians' embrace of religion go beyond mere electoral calculations. It also reflects a broader cultural shift in the United States. The country's historical roots in Christianity have left an indelible mark on its culture and identity. This is evident in national holidays, public rituals, and even everyday expressions. Politicians who ignore this deeply ingrained religious context do so at their own peril. Incorporating religious themes into their campaigns allows them to connect with voters on a deeper level, appealing not just to their political aspirations, but also to their religious convictions. Furthermore, the rise of identity politics has also contributed to the prominence of religion in political campaigns. Identity politics emphasizes the role of social group memberships, such as race, gender, or religion, in shaping political behavior. For many voters, their religious identity is a significant aspect of who they are. Politicians who recognize this and incorporate religious identity into their campaigns are better able to mobilize these voters. However, the emphasis on identity politics has also led to increased polarization along religious lines. This can create echo chambers where religious voters are primarily exposed to information that confirms their existing beliefs, while being shielded from diverse perspectives. This polarization can further entrench religious differences and make it more difficult for politicians from different religious backgrounds to find common ground. In conclusion, religion is far from a hidden hand in today's political landscape. It's a force that's actively shaping the political discourse, mobilizing voters, and influencing policy decisions. Understanding the multifaceted ways in which religion influences politics is crucial for anyone seeking to navigate today's complex political environment. From the creation of voting blocs to the use of religious rhetoric and imagery in campaigns, religion is no longer relegated to the private sphere. It's a prominent feature of the political arena. Whether we're talking about the use of religious symbols in political speeches or the tangible policy commitments made to appease religious voters, religion is an active player in the political game. As we look ahead, it's essential to remain vigilant about the role of religion in politics. We must be aware of the tactics employed by politicians, the motivations behind their appeals to religion, and the potential consequences of this trend. Only then can we ensure that our political decisions are driven by reason, equality, and justice rather than religious fervor. If you found this analysis insightful, I encourage you to stay tuned for more content. Your engagement helps us continue to explore the hidden dynamics that shape our world. Thank you for watching. Stay curious and keep questioning. Together, we can uncover the hidden hand that influences our world and work towards a future where everyone has a seat at the table.